So it's after Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, long season, and we're trying to be better. Trying to be better. What do you think the Yetzer Hara does and says to try to foil us in our attempts? I mean, that's the way it works. The more we are inspired, so that Hashem says, well, I have to give you a challenge. I have to give you a choice. So what is one of the Yetzer Hara's biggest tricks to try to frustrate us in our spiritual strivings? If I had to put it short and sweet and to the point, if I had to make it succinct, I would say the Yetzer Hara gets us to say, I have no time. That's it. That's it. I have no time. And he uses this ploy in so many different areas. I'll give you an example. Anybody that is smart, as the Torah cycle starts again, will start fulfilling the big mitzvah of being Mavir Sedra. To review the Parsha, nothing fancy. Twice the Chumash and once the Targum. That's what it says. Kol HaMavir Parshi Yosef im Hatzibur Shnaya Mikra V'Echa Targum Marichen LaYama V'Shnoisav. They give him years and quality days. It's a no-brainer. Everybody's looking for a segula for life. This is a segula for life. And not just life, quality life. That's what it means. Marichen lo yamav u'shnaisav. It's not just years, but it's yamav, quality days. So why don't people do it? I have no time. Now, the Torah already revealed to us this trick. All the way back in the days of Paro, Moshe Rabbeinu went to Paro and he said, I want to take the people out for a 3-day convention. I don't know if it was an Aguda convention, but 3-day convention. And Paro heard that and he was astounded. After 117 years of slavery, they're still thinking about spirituality. Paro said there's only one thing to do. Tichbad ha'avodo alo anoshim, let them work harder. Val yishu b'divrei shaker, that they shouldn't turn to this kind of falsehood. I got to get them to work harder. They got to be more busy. And from that time on, this is the Mesilas Yesharim. The Mesilas Yesharim says, we see from here that one of the greatest tricks of the Yetzer Hara is to get us to say, I have no time. Now, we never say, I don't want to do it. One day, when I retire, one day, when I'm under a palm tree in Florida, yeah, I'll be Mavir Sedra, but not now. Yeah, one day. At that time already, he doesn't have his teeth. He can't say the words. He can't see clearly. He has cataracts in both eyes. He can't see the words clearly. Well, one day. Yetzer Hara, when he hears that, he has such a chuckle. All right, one day. That's why it says, Ein va'ata eloloshin tshuva. You want to do tshuva, it has to be ata, now. Don't say, I have no time. Don't procrastinate. But the Yetzer Hara uses this ploy all over the place. For example, if husbands and wives would know how their spouse starves for some time, for some attention. But I have no time. You know, life is busy. I have no time for these romantic notions and, I have no time. If people would know What an important part of life this is. If people would know how much years they get from Hashem because they make themselves needed. But I have no time. So you'll say, yeah, this is, as we get older, we say, I have no time. Yetzer Hara starts when we're young. What a mitzvah kibbut of aim is. Kibbut of aim. To honor parents. Yet, you think that children grab the opportunity? Let me take out that garbage. In my Motzi Shabbos learning program, I ask a riddle. How can we make out of a bag of garbage the crown jewels of England? Say, look at me like I'm crazy. I'm some sort of alchemist. But you think that the reward for taking out a garbage for parents is worth less than the crown jewels of England? The eternity of the mitzvah of kibbut av v'aim? I have no time. Somebody asked you to help out in shul with something. I have no time. There are smart people, and they do something in the shul. And they set up chairs and tables, and then all those chairs and tables are used for learning and for davening, and you have a chelik, and everybody's learning and everybody's davening. Smart people. But people say, I have no time. In Yukum Purkan, we say Yukum Purkan on Shabbos. We say, Kol mi she'oiskim b'tzorchei tzibur be'emunah. So you know what we say over there? Mi she'meyachadim b'tei knesiot l'tfila, u'mi she'boim b'soicham l'spalel. It's two types of people. There are people that are meyached b'tei knesiot l'tfila. There are people that actually do things. They put together a minyan, they put together a shir, and then there are people that come in and they daven. The second ones are usually the ones that complain. Why isn't this? Why isn't that? The first group does. The second group comes in and complains. It's a terrible thing. But if people would realize this schar, I have somebody in Staten Island that bought for my shul 100 chairs. 100 chairs. The chairs arrived this Friday. On Motzei Shabbos, I had over 200 people by the Motzei Shabbos learning program. Over 100 children and 100 fathers and zaydas. If I didn't have those chairs, the children wouldn't have where to sit. So now, immediately, this person got the zuchut, he got the reward of 100 children sitting and learning Torah. Do you know what the learning of children are? Do you have an idea of the zchus of children learning Torah? The holiest place on earth. It's the holiest place on earth. So we know it's the Kodesh Kadoshim, the Holy of Holies. In the Hoishanas, we said, Hoishana, Devir Hamutzna, Hoishana. Save us. In the schus of the Devir Hamutzna, the hidden room. We also say, Hoishana, Kodesh HaKadoshim, Hoshana, the Holy of Holies. What's the Holy of Holies? In the Mariv of the Beit HaMikdash, the westernmost part of the Beit HaMikdash, was the Kodesh HaKadoshim. It was a room which is only entered once a year. It's so holy that it's only entered once a year. And even that once a year, it's only entered by the holiest person in Klal Yisrael, the Kohen Gadol. And even that, he can't enter it on Yom Kippur whenever he wants. He can only enter when he's doing the avodah, when he takes the blood of the bull, the blood of the goat, the ketores. So here's a room that can only be entered by one person on the holiest day of the year, and only when he's doing the holiest avodah. What is in that room? Titus, Yamach Shemai V'Zichrai, the great Roman, the infamous Roman warrior, he made a beeline for the Kodesh Kodesh. They were starving. What's in there? What do the Jews keep in there? What do we keep? We know what's in there. What's so holy? It's a box. Inside the box is the Torah, the Luchot. On top of it are Kruvim, which Rashi says is in the form of a young boy and a young girl. You want to know what Holy of Holies by Yiddishkeit? Holy of Holies is a young boy and a young girl learning Torah. That's the holiest thing in Yiddishkeit. Children learning Torah, the holiest thing. You want to appreciate what it means, children learning Torah? I'll tell you a story. During the Scud missile attacks, the Scud attacks, they're there. Remember the Scud missile attacks? So if you remember, they gave everybody gas masks, and they gave a packet of injections, so that in case there was a biological head to the warhead, maybe they would have an injection that could counter whatever it is. So the morot, the young school teachers of the pre-1A and the kindergartens, they were given 30 gas masks. And they were given 30 packages of injections. And they said, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to put gas masks on 30 frightened children? Which child should we put on first? By alphabetical order? First come, first serve? How are we going to give injections to children? So they asked that they should close the chadarim, they should close the preschool until the danger is over. A very reasonable request. And the request was brought to the Gadol Hador, to the Posek Hador, Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach. And Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach said, no, we will not close the Chadorim. Because if we close the Chadorim, then we're in danger. Eina olam mitkayem, the world only survives. Eina olam mitkayem, ela b'shvil hevel tinoy shel beis rab. The world only is sustained because of the pure Torah of school children. You have to realize what it means, children learning Torah. Anytime you could have a zechus to help children learning Torah. But people, I have no time. You have to be careful, because this is how people miss out on life. Do you know? And it's a sad thing. A father once came to me and told me, with a very sad look on his face, that they just finished writing the calligraphy for his son's wedding invitations. So I said to him, I'll make up a name, Chazaq. Why are you looking so sad? That's a beautiful time in your life. You're taking a son to the chuppah? What are you sad about? It's beautiful. So Rabbi Weiss, you're welcome. Rabbi Weiss, you don't understand. As I was writing the calligraphy, I was glancing at my son, and I realized that's it. He's moving out. He's never to live here anymore. He'll come and visit, maybe. But my window with him just closed. And you know, I never really spent enough time with him at all. I was always too busy. Either I was at the office, or I had things to do to fix up in the house, or I wanted to get away a little bit with my wife. I never had time for my children. I never had time for my children. Now, truth of the matter is, if you run out of time for your children, there's still time for grandchildren. And spending time with grandchildren is a promise for a longer life. That's a Chassam Sofer. says in the Torah, "V'isircha Hashem b'fri vitnecha." I will give you extra time when you spend time with the fruit of your womb. B'fri vitnecha. I give you extra. I see you're needed to pass the legacy to your grandchildren. I give you more time. Reb Shamshon Raphael Hirsch said that this world is called Oretz because Ratz, we're always running. From cradle to grave, we're running. That's the root of the word Oretz. We have to make sure that we're not running, that we're not wasting our life. Adam Dayeg, a person worries about ibud damav, about the loss of his money. And he doesn't worry about the loss of his days. Yamav einam chayzrim, the days never come back. And when it comes to the end of time, damav einam chayzrim, the money is not going to help.